Hello, everyone. This is Z with Unlocking Greatness Podcast. Thanks so much for listening. Today's topic is going to be about how much does your peace cost? I'm going to say that again. How much does your peace cost? And God put it on my heart to talk about this because sometimes I think we're not aware that really our peace should be priceless. We shouldn't let any person or any situation disturb that peace. And I like to think of it when I'm in a situation, and it's funny because the situation just happened the other day. I wish I can go into the details, but it's a personal story that happened at home. But I'll just say someone kind of came at me the wrong way over really nothing, but was saying something. The norm with me is I would bite back. I really would. I would bite back in a minute, or I would say something because I want this person to know that, hey, that actually is not correct. So I stood there and I was in my kitchen and I literally said to myself, I'm not willing to pay the price on that. My peace is more valuable than to even get myself wrapped up into something that really has no lasting impact on anything. And I literally in my head stood there and I thought, no, my peace is more valuable than this. That's not going to be worth the investment. I choose to go ahead and walk in peace. Let this person, think they right and just keep going. And I just went on about my day and actually ended up having a great day. And I thought about that. I said, I want to talk a little bit about how much does your peace cost? So that's my question to you is, what is the price of your peace? What's the price tag? If you were to be able to, I don't know, hold peace in your hand, as an object or something that's for sale, what's your price tag? What is it? Are you giving your peace away completely free because you want to be right in a situation? So it's more important to be right than to be, I'll just say righteous, or it's more important to be right than it is to just walk away and have your peace and just enjoy your day. It's more important that you set that record straight. Maybe I look at life kind of weird or kind of different, but I don't know. Sometimes I assign values to things. And so what I would love for you to do is just have that little exercise in your head the next time a situation happens, no matter what it is. I don't care if it's a family member, friend, coworker, somebody you just met at the grocery store. And I'll give an example on that one too in a minute. But whatever the circumstance is, I want you to think to yourself, just imagine that you have this piece in your hand, this valuable gem. I don't know, think about a diamond or something. And just say to yourself, how much am I willing to charge, for this? What is somebody going to have to give me in order to take that? I'll give you an example. It's kind of a weak example, but it literally just popped in my head. I remember being in line in the grocery store, and I think I was with my youngest son. I can't quite remember because it happened a while ago, but I'll never forget I was in line. And you know how you're in one of those lines where you can only have like 10 items or 15 items to be in that particular line. And I may have had like 17 items and the limit is like 15 items. I wasn't over by much, but whatever, who actually really counts all of that. So, but I remember being in line and I remember this lady coming behind me. And she was so upset that I had just a few more, and I'm not talking a lot more items, but just a few more items than you're supposed to have to be in that line. And I can't remember which child was with me. I just can't remember, but whoever was with me was getting pretty heated. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you? And I remember, looking at the lady, and I just remember thinking, you know what? This is just so not worth the peace that I'm feeling right now. It's just, this is just not worth that. So you know what I did? And I wasn't trying to be funny, but I got my little cell phone out of line. I said, you can go on ahead of me. And she had said something kind of jazzy. I can't remember her words, but I said, no, you can go on ahead. And she, well, it's just that, this line is only for that. And I said, you know what? I said, in order for me, I said, I would love for you to have a great day. And if this is going to help you have a better day by getting in front of me so you can go a little bit faster, I really don't have a problem. And I just got my little stuff, packed it on up, and just sort of got behind her. And you could tell she was really uncomfortable because she didn't expect that kind of movement. And I really wasn't doing it to put her on the spot. I was really doing it because I thought, you know what, is it really that serious? I'm not about to sit here and I think it was my younger son that was with me because I remember saying something like, son, you got to remember that some things are just not worth that kind of a battle, you know? So you have to make some decisions that's just going to lead to peace for you. Yeah, I could have cursed her out like she was going off on me. I could have taken my time and gone extra long. Now, the old me back in the day, trust me, I would have been in that line about a good 20 minutes on purpose, putting one item on the belt at a time, going extremely slow just to irritate her. I'm talking about the old me from way, way back in the day when I really couldn't control my tongue. But, you know, it's funny, you know, you grow and you learn and you move on in life and you're like, you know what, it's just so not worth it. You never know what's going on in her life. You just never know. And so I just decided, you know what, if this is going to help her have a better day, go right ahead. So that's kind of a weak example, but I just wanted to throw something out there as an example, that our peace is priceless. And we cannot allow someone to intervene and come in and take it away just because they're having a bad day. We can't allow, for example, you know, I called it ego coins, EGO. We can't sell our peace for ego coins as well. And selling it for ego coins is like, oh no, you're not gonna come at me. I'm gonna make sure you understand that you can't step to me like this, or maybe, you know, you have to have the last say in an argument or what have you. I call that ego coin. So it don't even have to be even about that. It could just be about, you want to always make sure that you're not looked on in a negative light, and you got to always set the record straight, and you got to protect yourself at all times with that. I call those ego coins. Is your peace worth that? I mean, if it is, that's fine. I'm just asking. Is that what's worth your peace? You know, sometimes I'm at home and, you know, we have sort of a little hidden rule in the house that everybody needs to put the dishes wash the dishes and put them in the dishwasher as you use them, so that the dishwasher, when it's finally filled, someone can just push the button and let it come on, right? And I just remember even the other night, and again, this is a weak example, but I remember the other night, 2 nights in a row. First of all, I'm coming home from work late, 1,000,001 things on my plate. If you guys only knew all the things that I'm involved in, 1,000,001 things on my plate, and sink full of dishes. Now, the norm is I would absolutely have something to say, especially when I'm in a house that's mainly adults at this point. And you know what? For some reason, I think it was heading toward my house and I had been praying. I was just in a peaceful mode, and I just made a decision. You know what? Let me just go in here and just put this on in the dishwasher. It's no big deal. And I'm going to pop in some headphones and listen to my gospel music or one of my sermons and just go on about my way. Now, I'm not going to do that every day. I want to make that clear. I'm not going to do that every day because people need to wash their dishes. But the point I'm getting at is that I literally say to myself, what is the price of my peace? So whatever it is you're going through, and then I call it, there's another scenario I like to paint. It's sort of like putting your peace on layaway. And when you put your peace on layaway, that to me almost means like you're trying to buy into it. You don't quite own and have the peace right now, but you're making payments towards it, if that makes any sense. And what that means to me is that you have situations that's happening in your life that's stressing you out, that's worrying you, that's keeping you up. And, you know, you do your prayers and you're doing your best to hold on to that peace, but it's almost like every night you got to make another payment because you're trying to gather a little bit more of it and a little bit more because it's not quite yours yet. I call that putting your peace on layaway. And that's when we're letting situations dictate our peace. So the point I'm getting at is, what is the price of your peace? What's the price? What how valuable is it for you? Because there are many situations, I would dare say, at least in my life, I think 90% of the time, it's just not worth going into it. There's one passage I want to leave you guys with really quickly, and that's Philippians 4. You guys know that's one of my favorite verses, Philippians 4:6. And it says, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. I love that. In the peace of God, which transcends all understanding. In other words, it supersedes all understanding. It don't even make sense I should have peace right now. You know, I'm supposed to be going off on this person that's getting jazzy with me. I shouldn't even have peace right now when I don't know how my bills are going to get paid or when I don't know how I'm going to get out this situation. But you know what? I'm not going to put a price tag on my peace. I'm not going to put a price tag on it. I'm going to go to God and allow his peace, which transcends all understanding, to guard my heart and my mind. So that even in the midst of some mess, that's what I call it. When you just in the thick of some mess, I can still walk around and have my peace. And you can't come and just sneak up on me and buy my peace from me or make me give it away for free. So I just want you to be in that little bit of a mindset that whatever happens the rest of your day, tomorrow, or whatever situations you're going through, if there's anything that attempts to interrupt your peace, I just want you to remember this podcast and think to yourself, whoa, am I willing to pay the price to give this peace up? Am I willing to let someone come and purchase this from me when God has already put it in my heart and given it to me and it's priceless? Anyway, I hope this makes some sense. It blessed my life, and anything that blesses my life, I want to share with you all, and I pray that it blesses you as well. Anyway, this is Z. Thanks for listening. This is Z with Unlocking Greatness Podcast. Love you all. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening. This is Z with Unlocking Greatness Podcast. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification button. Love you all. Bye-bye.